The world is changing fast and conflict is back on the global agenda. From Ukraine to the South China Sea, tensions are rising. And with every geopolitical escalation comes one undeniable consequence: massive military spending. Governments are ramping up their defense budgets at record speed. NATO members are committing 2% or more of GDP to defense. The US Congress just approved another record military budget. Europe is rearming. Asia is preparing for conflict scenarios. It's clear, the world is entering a new era of militarization. But here's what most people miss. The obvious winners are big names like Lockheed Martin or Raytheon. But the stock market has already priced them in. Everyone knows them. Everyone is watching them. Today, we're looking for the hidden winners. Companies flying under the radar. Stocks that are still cheap. And that might 10x as the global arms race accelerates. Let's talk about one of the most overlooked plays in this entire defense buildup: tungsten. Yes, tungsten. It might sound boring, but tungsten is one of the most strategically important metals in modern warfare. It's used in armor-piercing ammunition, missile systems, high-speed projectiles, and aerospace components. It's extremely dense, resistant to heat, and practically irreplaceable for certain military technologies. And guess who dominates the global supply? China. China controls over 80% of the world's tungsten supply. And that is a massive vulnerability for the West. Just like we saw with rare earths and semiconductors, the Western world is now scrambling to secure independent access to strategic materials. Tungsten is high on the list. Enter Almonty Industries. This Canadian-listed company is quietly becoming one of the most important Western tungsten producers. They own several mines, including a huge project in South Korea called the Sangdong Mine, one of the largest tungsten deposits in the world. What makes Almonty so special? Strategic location: South Korea is a key U.S. ally. A tungsten mine there is geopolitically secure. Chinese dependence. The West desperately needs alternatives to Chinese tungsten. Military demand. With global rearmament accelerating, demand for tungsten is rising fast. Undervalued stock. Almonty trades at a tiny market cap compared to its future production potential. And it gets better. The Sangdong mine is fully funded and already in development. Once it goes into production, Almonty will instantly become one of the largest non-Chinese tungsten suppliers on Earth. This is not just about mining. It's about national security. Think of Almonty as a defense stock disguised as a mining company. While everyone is buying the obvious players like Northrop Grumman or BAE Systems, Almonty is positioning itself as a critical piece in the Western supply chain. And barely anyone is talking about it. Let's talk numbers. Almonty's market cap is under $200 million. That's microscopic compared to the potential value of Sangdong, which could supply tens of thousands of tons of tungsten over its lifetime. And here's the kicker. Almonty has already signed long-term offtake agreements with Western buyers, including companies that serve the defense industry. This isn't speculation. It's already in motion. Now, let's zoom out for a moment. Tungsten isn't the only critical material the world is waking up to. Other hidden winners of militarization include graphene producers. Graphene composites are being tested for next-gen armor and lightweight aerospace materials. Rare earth mining companies, especially those based in the US, Canada, or Australia. AI-based surveillance tech. Companies creating the brains behind autonomous drones and battlefield analytics. Satellite imaging startups, like Planet Labs, which provide real-time military intelligence. High-performance semiconductors, used in missiles, aircraft, and encrypted communication. The common theme? They are all foundational. They supply the tools, materials, or data that make modern defense possible. And many of them are still massively undervalued. So what's the play here? Simple. Don't just chase the defense primes. Build a portfolio of strategic enablers. Companies like Almonty. They may not build the jets or the missiles, but they make them possible. Without tungsten, there are no armor-piercing rounds. Without rare earths, no missile guidance. Without satellite intel, no real-time combat coordination. The best part? Many of these companies are still flying below the radar. No Wall Street hype. No CNBC segments. No meme stock status. Just solid fundamentals and rising geopolitical demand. In conclusion, if you're looking for asymmetric bets in a world moving toward militarized rivalry, look beyond the obvious. Start with Almonte. Because in every arms race, it's not just the generals and the arms dealers who win. It's also the miners, the data providers, the engineers, the invisible winners. And the earlier you find them, the bigger the upside. Like and subscribe if you want more deep dives like this. And let me know in the comments if you want a full breakdown of Almonte's financials in a future video. See you next time.